When did you realize being nice wasn't working anymore? Last weekend, I received a call that there was a chemical emergency at my daughter's special needs swim program. By the time I arrived, paramedics were carrying my 8-year-old Sadie out on a stretcher, her body covered in vicious chemical burns and scabs. At the time, I was so panicked that I didn't even notice how she was the only kid who got seriously hurt, whilst every other kid was practically left untouched. Maybe some red eyes and a slight cough, but that's it. Before the ambulance even reached the hospital, her throat began swelling to twice its normal size. She started turning blue. The doctors left me waiting for hours. When they finally came out, they led me to a private room. Sadie might never speak again. The chemical burns on her throat were so severe that without surgery in the next 72 hours, the damage would be permanent. When they showed me the burn patterns on her wrists and ankles, they looked exactly like grip marks, like someone held her under. But my Sadie has Down syndrome, so she couldn't tell me what happened. I demanded answers from the nurse. That's when she mentioned that Malik, the swim instructor, told them Sadie panicked during the evacuation and went under for a few seconds. The next morning, while I was still at Sadie's bedside, my phone rang. Insurance company. Our claim was denied. The woman on the phone said I had 48 hours to appeal with proof it wasn't Sadie's fault. I started with the other parents. In the hospital parking lot, I recognized Lena from the swim class. When I asked her about the incident, she pulled me aside. Malik always takes Sadie away for special attention while our kids stay in the group. Says she needs one-on-one work in the equipment room. My stomach turned. Lena gave me the number and address of someone who used to work at the pool. Said she quit last month. I drove straight there. She wouldn't let me in but spoke through the cracked door. That equipment room Malik uses? He calls it his training space. No one else is allowed in when he has kids in there. Slam. She locked the door after that. 36 hours left. I drove straight to the pool. Malik was in the lobby talking to parents like nothing happened. When he saw me, his face tightened. I approached calmly. Please, I just need to know what happened. My daughter might never speak again. He looked at me with disgust. Maybe if you'd taught her to listen better, she wouldn't panic like an animal. Then more quietly, he mumbled, "Not my fault that our word can't follow simple instructions." Before I could respond, a man in a suit appeared from the office. "Miss Lally? I'm the pool's attorney." He handed me papers. "This is a restraining order. Effective tomorrow morning. Come near this facility or Mr. Malik again and you'll be arrested." That evening, with less than 24 hours before Sadie's surgery deadline, I went to the police station. I laid out everything. The grip pattern burns, the locked equipment room, Malik taking kids alone. The desk sergeant seemed concerned, taking notes, until I mentioned Malik's name. His whole demeanor changed. "Let me get my captain." I recognized him from the photos in the lobby. It was Malik's cousin. My nephew's been teaching special needs kids for 15 years. Never had a single complaint. He actually hung Malik's employee awards back on his wall while talking. Maybe this is nature's way of telling you some kids aren't meant to speak. Stop wasting police time. I left the station shaking. 18 hours left. That night at the hospital, I watched Sadie's burned hands move weakly against the sheets. She was trying to sign through the bandages. Hurt. Man hurt. Room. Bad room.